And I'm glad to see Emma's here, and Sin and Twigs is here.
Awesome.
Welcome.
Hello.
Sorry for the delay. I'm very sorry. We're recording now, so let's get on with the adventure. I can explain to you later. How am I coming through? I got some sun today. Is that okay? Is that gonna mess your view up?
No, it's perfect.
Okay.
I did have a question actually.
Yes.
So you have your background up.
Yes.
It looks semi-familiar. Does it happen to be from Berserk?
This is from Dungeons and Dragons AD&D 1978.
All right.
Never
mind.
I think the picture's actually in the player's handbook.
Okay.
It is. It is.
Welcome, Twigs and Sin and Emma. Am I right? You guys there? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hey, good morning.
Morning.
Okay, so I need Quillis's hit points and Hyphy's hit points. +6, you said, Hyphy?
Yes.
That gives you 25. You
20.
still have that 120 damage from the cocoons.
Right. I think I'm at 23. Right. I had the 1 damage.
Oh, you're right. 23, right? Honesty is always good. If you can catch me making a mistake, you get experience points. Did I tell you? Okay, so you guys have challenged the Ogre, and he's you guys are in battle, and he just revealed his, I want to say, his glaive weapon, and it's pretty damn long. Basically, it's a hockey stick with a machete at the end, about 10 feet long. The Ogre charged you. He's gray skin, very muscular. You notice that his upper torso is extraordinarily big, and his legs are a little smaller and crooked. And it looks like a large version of the Hunchback of Notre Dame. He has black dragon scale patches around his body, silver arcane symbol tattoos up and down his arms and legs, and his chest and his head. And those symbols were glowing. Every time you hit them, the damage, they would glow a little bit. Now, as I recall, he went after Sin. He was going right for Sin. His name is Skola. He did an evil monologue. You guys caught that last week. Basically, he's like, hey, any questions, Hyphy or Quillis, advancement in level? You put the time in, you put the adventures in. We'll get more XP at the end of the adventure today. What's Quillis's hit points?
So I rolled a 6 on the D6. So
oh, wow.
18.
Nice amount. Nice. Hey, keep this going, and you'll be the hit point king wizard.
I did have a good bit of con, which you don't really see in a wizard, so I'm pretty happy about that. Not a squishy boy.
You're gonna be a not squishy, a not glass cannon. Take a few hits. Not afraid to take a few hits, wizard. You get your proficiency in your saving throws for wisdom and intelligence. And you fight with a dagger, correct?
I have a dagger. I don't think I fight with it much, but yeah.
And if I remember correctly, you don't have any area of effect spells, so.
Yep, that's.
Think about that.
You said I get 2 spells, right?
You get to choose 2 new spells to write in your spell book. I guess they got to be both first level because you don't get second level spells till 3rd level.
Yeah.
But I think you get 1 more spell to cast, 1 more first level spell to cast. So you can cast 3 spells for the day. Any more questions? I'm going to talk to Hype a little bit. You're downstairs. You have cast a thunder wave, hit the ogre, knocked him back. The whole room shook. Stones were knocked over, and you fell down the hole, the unstable floor. And Emma tried to grab you. He grabbed onto some mushrooms and feathers instead. You slid down. Luckily for you, you fell right into a soft patch of cocoons, which the bodies have been decomposed by the poison. It turned into a nice slushy ooze. So you only take 1 point damage. That's the recap. And the ogre is charging for sin right now. Any other questions before we start? I think Emma tried to attack him as he raced for sin.
Yeah, and I missed.
And so did I'm gonna give Sir Balon an attack. Sir Balon is there with the sword. He gets an attack of opportunity. Here we go. Armor class 15. I have plus 5. 5 miss. Okay, so are we ready? Everybody ready? Okay, so is Sin there? Sin present? Say something.
I don't know if you guys can hear me.
Yes. Good morning.
Yep.
Wonderful. You have wonderful hair. Me too. All right. So, so the ogre. So I have this special ability as a DM. I can monologue with my creatures without wasting my turn. So he's doing so. The huge ogre just approaches Sin with this huge weapon, and the weapon kind of gleams in the light, in the morning light, and the blade is like so sharp, and at the very end of the blade, you notice that it's so thin. It's like paper. It's like hair thin, thin as a hair at the end of the blade. That's how thin it is, like a surgical knife. And he goes to Sin. He goes. He looks at you, opens his mouth, like he has like rotten egg breath, and all the musty sweat that the ogre has just overwhelms you. And you would take a damage if it was any worse than it is, but you don't take a damage. And he says, "Have you been captured by these humans? Are you okay?" And you say, "What?"
So Sin's gonna say, yes.
Great response.
He goes, "Listen." He goes, "You're like
Hey, he's
me."
a man of few words.
He moves his arm towards you. He has black patches, black dragon scales on his arm. He goes, "Looks like your black inky skin." He goes, "You're like me. You're one of us. Why are you with these humans?" He says. He says, "Listen, I'm going to take over this whole Shadow Valley." And he shows you his arm. He has these notches on his arm. He cut him with like a razor, like with his weapon. And you know how you have 5, like 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the slash across is 5? He has 3 of those. And he goes, "I've killed 15 humans," and he shows you his arm with the notches. The last 3 notches are still a little bit bloody, and the other ones have healed. And he says, My mother is a black dragon. I got it made. Take over this Shadow Valley. I'm gonna build a pixie brothel. Get this. We're gonna name it. I'm gonna build a fairy brothel. Get this. We're gonna name it Fairy Tales. Are you with me? You want to join me? We'll take care of these guys. He looks around, counts you. What do you say?
I say yes.
Okay, I'm doing a persuasion on you. Okay, let's see if I can succeed. I'm gonna say DC 12, and he has +1 for charisma. Here we go. Oh, so he's not so confident as he wants to be. You notice that he's dripping blood from the wound of you guys attacking him, and his egg breath kind of doesn't really encourage you too much to join his side. But he tried. Okay. Hyphy, downstairs, you notice once you get up and shake yourself off, the room seems to be in a way like pulsing. Like, you ever see like you think like maybe you're looking at a distant object and like closer objects, maybe they move a little bit or you get out of focus and your eyes like get out of focus and the edge of a wall kind of moves a little bit. You feel like the whole room is kind of moving, like pulsing in a way, but then it's not at the same time. And then you hear a voice like welcome. It says welcome. It says, what do you seek? What do you desire? And that's just for Hyphy. And then at the same time, you guys on the second floor notice that the floor, how it's uneven and has holes in it, rocks have fallen to the floor, and Hyphy has, the gnome has fallen to the floor. And as she fell, the rock started kind of like coming back together, kind of like regenerating itself, just a little bit. You've never seen it before.
Spooky.
Ogre doesn't seem to mind. Okay, and with that, there's nothing else. I'm going to. He realizes that he didn't do a good job convincing the girl else, who is Sin, and he's just going to go ahead and attack.
After all that,
your answer was not convincing.
Here
you
you
go.
could have saved yourself from an attack. Come on.
Armor class. Which armor class then? Oh, here we go. I got your side. I got which armor class then? I think it's 14. I'm gonna give you 14. We'll check later. Here we go. +8. Ooh, hit. So this big ass blade, he just knocks you with this blade. You're hoping it doesn't kill you. Damage. 14 damage. And the drow goes down. Technically, you're at 0. They've done away with the 0 with negative hit points. If he's there, he can describe what it's like to have his life flash before his eyes. Then you've been knocked to 0 hit points. You are technically in the process of dying, but you can start rolling death saving throws. You want to describe how your life flashed before your eyes? Maybe you're like having a dream, like the white lights come in, something like that, the dark light.
Did he get chopped in half yet?
I'm gonna roll body chart. He got wounded in the right chest, a nice deep wound to his left breast area, and it just goes right down. Okay. Also, he has a second attack. He's gonna beat his wings. I'm gonna roll. Okay, so 1 is Emma, 2 is Hyphy, 3 is Twigs. Well, Twigs is on the roof, so Twigs is okay. It's technically out of range. 4 is Cerbellon, and 5 is Kroll. Here we go. Sin, he's down. He's gonna beat his wings. Okay, Twigs. Okay, it's gonna be Cerbellon. He has to make a saving throw, a 30 saving throw, and he missed. So he beats his huge black dragon type wings and knocks Cerbellon down. And he takes 4 damage. Okay, now I have the initiative from before. I got a 20 for, well, Sin's down, 20%. I got a 19 for Kroll, 15 for Sabalon, a 19 for Twigs, a 16 for Hyphy, and an 18 for Emma. Quillis, you're going to be in the hallway. You're looking into the doorway where this combat's going on, and you're in the hallway right now. I want you to roll initiative and see what you get. Add your dexterity to the d20 roll.
By the way, my initiative die is this little one. Anyways. So that plus dexterity, that's going to be a 9.
Okay, it's going to be from the top. Crow's. It's going to be Twigs and Crow are both 19. Is Twigs there? Attack at the end if he's not. Okay, so we'll go to Crow. So Crow's gonna attack with this Warhammer, the one that Twigs gave him. 15. I got +5. Ooh, miss. And next is gonna be Emma. Emma, you're up. The dog's kind of at you and biting you, but it's almost like you said, playing, because you're a barbarian. You've wrestled dogs back at home, you know. So it's your turn. The dog's still on you, though. What are you gonna do? Half-orc. Emma's a half-orc barbarian.
Mm-hmm.
You're up.
I'm up?
Yeah, you're up.
Okay. Did we ever figure out what the potions did that I got that one time?
Okay, so because we haven't played you. You haven't had time to investigate, but I'm going to tell you the colors. Okay.
Okay.
There's three potions. Is there not?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There's a yellow potion. There's a purple potion, and then there's a white potion. White as in almost like clear, like see through, like almost like a watercolor.
Like translucent.
Like a translucent color, but it's a glossy white, clear.
Well, Emma has no idea what the hell these things are, so.
So you got a rack of potions earlier on the adventure,
Mm-hmm.
and you haven't had a chance to identify them or test them, but typically yellow is typically healing.
Oh. Okay.
The other ones you're not sure. You know that because you've seen potions of healing before. Usually they're like a very light yellow, like a yellow white.
Like a banana?
Like a banana, yeah.
Okay. Well,
your friend just went down.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. How far away is that whole deal? Can she make it there with their movement speed? 30 feet.
To get you're about 20 feet from Sin, so you can get there like with a bonus action or a part of your action if you're gonna. Yeah, you can get there.
Okay, well.
You can still do an action.
Yeah, I guess I'll. How close is he still like standing over Sin's body?
He's standing right over him.
Oh, great. Yeah, I guess. Does he look like he's out?
He's out.
Oh, great.
He's out.
Okay.
He needs to roll a death saving throw next turn.
Okay, yeah. Well. Yeah. Emma doesn't like seeing people die in front of her. So she's gonna run over and stick that banana potion in his mouth.
Okay, let's hope it's a potion of healing.
Yep. She's just guessing.
Roll 2d6.
Nope, that doesn't sound like healing. 2, 7.
It's a homebrew healing potion. You heal 7
okay.
points. He's back up. He wakes up.
Can I
You,
help him? Can I get him to his feet?
Put the potion in his mouth, and as you do that, you something wet is at the back of your neck. You touch it, and it's the ogre's drool. The ogre's just drooling over you, and over the dark elf that fell. And he takes his weapon, and there's blood on the blade, and he's like, licking the blood, licking it.
It was just like that.
And you're like trying to help.
Yeah, I'm trying to stand him up and not like
I was
puking at the same time.
Okay, that's going to be your action. Good?
Yep.
Okay, let's go to Hyphy. Hyphy,
Oh,
so
and can I say something to the ogre
Yes.
before my
Yes,
turn
you can.
ends?
go ahead.
Oh shit! Actually, I have no idea what I would say, but Emma's just gonna look at him and just flip him off right in front of his face.
He's actually busy right now, sucking on the blood from his blade. He's all proud of that.
Okay.
He didn't even notice. He didn't notice you down there.
All right. Fine.
He'll get a turn soon enough. Believe me, he'll notice you soon enough. Okay. Hyphy, I just want to also say that you feel like there's a presence, like you're being watched. Not in a bad way, just in a
Spooky.
Okay.
like a mystical way.
I don't like being watched. I don't like the feeling that I got with this voice. And I don't like the fact that all of my friends are upstairs fighting something really bad. So I am going to wild shape into a giant wolf spider, which is not all that big. It's not like a giant spider. It's much smaller. And I'm trying to get out of where I am and scurry back up that tree. One of the trees that's through the floor, so that I can get back to where my friends are, or any other way that I think I can get up there most quickly. I fell through a hole in the floor in the room, so maybe I'm not near the trees, but I am making my way back up as quickly as possible, and hopefully in the process shaking off those little tiny spiders that were starting to crawl on me.
Okay, so you change to a wolf spider, and do you want to climb up the logs back upstairs? Is that what you're doing?
I want to go the quickest way. If it's up the logs, that's what I was envisioning. But then I remembered maybe I fell in a slightly different area. But if I'm real close to them, then yes, that's the plan. Go back up.
Wolf spiders are pretty fast and agile, so you can either climb the wall or climb the logs. Either way, just pick one.
Okay. If I climb the wall, it's probably going to put me closer where I don't have to wade through everybody. So, and possibly not be detected. So I think I'll climb. I'll go up the logs.
Okay, you do, and those lead to the landing where you guys entered the ogre's room, and you see you see Quillis Onrum there. That's it, right? Quillis Onrum. And you see Sin on the floor, the drow elf. He's being helped by Emma, drinking a yellow potion. And Quillis, the Goat King, is right in front of you. He's not sure what he's doing, but he's in the landing. He's also looking into the room. The ogre is. Anything else before you finish your turn?
I'm gonna survey what I see, what's happening, and I'm trying to keep a bit out of sight. Lots of webs, or I don't know. I mean, a spider doesn't seem too out of keeping for this place. So if I can detect being noticed right away, I am. So maybe I'll climb like across the ceiling to get to the door.
Okay, you climb across the ceiling. And how big is the wolf spider, by the way? Is it small, big? How many feet?
I was looking for dimensions. It's considered medium, and it says specifically that it's not as big as a giant spider. Let me tell you.
Well, you can just tell me how long you. I just want to know how long you are. You can just tell me how long you are. You're the one doing the shape, so you don't have to read any instructions. Just tell me.
Okay, perfect.
Are you a foot long, 3 feet?
I'm about 2 feet, leg to leg.
Great. Okay, so you're crawling on the
Yeah,
ceiling.
spider.
And you want to crawl towards the doorway, but not
Yes.
close. Okay, you do that. Okay, good. Okay, now it's gonna be It's gonna be Quillis, and then the ogre. You're up, Quillis.
All right. So coming out of deep meditation, because of all of the sounds of, people dying, etc. Quillis kind of lumbers up, stands up, sees what's happening, looks into his bag, takes out this blackened stick, and then holds it forward. The stick kind of disintegrates, and a lightning bolt. I can see the ogre, right? Oh, I think he froze.
Yeah.
Oh no, I was going through the whole thing. Well, I cast Witch Bolt.
Cool.
But,
At least we all know that.
yeah.
And that you did it in a cool way.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I had the whole
Yes.
Oh, all right, he's gone.
Uh-oh.
Hopefully he'll be back.
Well, he can't be gone, or we'd be gone too.
True.
And where did your dad go? I'm sorry. Where did Bob go?
I don't know. We can go look.
No, I didn't know if you knew. You don't have to look, but
He's downstairs. I'm
I
upstairs.
think he's up next.
Mom, I thought you were asking me, and I was like, "You're in a house with him, I think."
Yeah, I don't know where he went either, so that's okay.
Well, since we're waiting, I might as well go look.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
And then there were two.
My wrist looks regular now. There's no swelling. There's
So is it the right? Because the right looks a little swollen.
This one.
Oh, okay, good. That's good. So it looks less than swollen, whatever that is. How does
shriveled.
it feel?
I don't like
Oh,
shriveled.
God, no, not shriveled. No, it looks like ultra normal. How about that?
It still hurts a little bit here and
Oh,
there.
he's setting up a new Zoom, so we're going to have to log into a new Zoom.
Weird.
It still hurts a little bit.
You should be able to join this one.
Phone for hot. That sounds like something that you don't want to click on.
True. Oh, you're muted. Oh,
Oh.
and he's gone. Okay. We saw him for a second, and he said something.
Phone for hot.